Fun stuff, guys. So, as I've been sharing for a while now, there's lots of work going on around healing stuff, the vulnerable stuff, the stuff that's coming through, some of it from linked childhood stuff, childhood traumas, childhood experiences, things like that that are in the backpack of life. And one that I had was being bucked off a horse at a young age. And it's actually a funny story now, but at the time, of course, was very traumatic for me as a little girl. And I don't remember how old I was, but I was little. Never been horseback riding. Both my sister and my father, who I went with, had ridden many times, and they were both quite versed in horseback riding. In fact, my dad was a galloper and really, really comfortable with the whole process. And so we went to this ranch, and my dad explained to the man there that, his oldest daughter, Kim, was completely versed and she was comfortable and completely okay with a horse that would pretty much open up and gallop and stuff. And that he also was, and that it was my first time and I was still quite small. And so he wanted me to have a horse that was going to go easy with me and take some time to get to know me. So the rancher said, perfect, I'll introduce you to the horses, and took us over and introduced us and put us each on a horse and took us out. And, going out to the pasture was completely fine because we were in a row and following the rancher out. And we get out to the actual pasture where we can open up and just do our own thing. And my sister's horse takes off completely comfortable. She's having a ball. My dad's horse didn't want to move and kind of walked off to the right and just stood there. And my horse just took off and started galloping. And then started bucking because it sensed my fear. And the rancher couldn't get to me fast enough. And he had taken us out to the pasture and kind of turned around to go back to get the next row of folks. Here's me, of course, screaming. Here's my dad trying to get his horse to go over to help me. His horse wouldn't move, the one that's supposed to gallop. And the rancher's stuck behind other folks that he's trying to get over to the pasture, and the row to get up there was very narrow. So he's trying to get around the folks to get out to me, and in the midst of all of this going on, I've been bucked off the horse and literally thrown into the pasture. And I never got back up on another horse. And I've loved them. They're majestic, just amazing creatures. And I've always been drawn to them, knowing that they're very intuitive and they're very healing. And so I wanted to heal that for myself. I wanted to connect with a horse or a couple horses and really heal that for myself. And yesterday I was given the opportunity to do that. And I got to do it in a collaboration with one of my favorite photographers, who is also a dear friend, who captured the entire moment. Now, the humor in all of this, I mean, it's all funny, really, if you think about it. But some of the humor in this that I'll share before I put some of the pictures, which I'm just blown away by, capturing the moments. It's so true. If you want God to laugh, have a plan. Just have a plan. So we planned this all week. It's been gorgeous weather here. And so we planned to go out and do an evening shoot, thinking that we were going to get the golden hour and it was going to be sunny and we were going to get to, sit up on the horse in the pasture and kind of recreate the whole experience. Nope, that wasn't God's plan. So we get there. It's pouring rain. It had gone off and on all day yesterday with lightning and thunderstorms. We decided to proceed ahead because we knew that we were going to have a barn. And so we just planned to keep going with the plan. So we all showed up to meet there, and it's pouring rain. Everything's soaking wet. In our minds, it's going to be a full-blown photo shoot, maybe even some change of outfits or whatever. No, it's a tiny stall. And there was myself, the photographer, the horse owner, and then Sophie came along. And so there was no room to get up on the horse, also part of God's plan. It was beyond intimate, meaning we were in this tiny little stall with the horse, and there were actually two of them, Shine and Dallas, both beautiful. Shine being the older horse, very gentle, very concerned about my feelings, kept looking in my eyes, and I brought them carrots and apples because I wanted them to love me, and got to feed them and hug. And so we did it one-on-one. So I met Shine first. She's very delicate, very sweet. Got to wrap my arms around her and have several really sweet moments with her. And then they took Shine out and they brought Dallas in. And Dallas was a little bit more of a teenager, a little bit more of a sassy guy. And he kept trying to get into my pockets and take the treats, take the carrot, take the apple. But at one point, I just kind of, in my head, said to him, I'm here because I was afraid of you. And he just stopped. It was so beautiful. He just stopped being a teenager and just looked into my eyes like nothing I've ever felt. Like I literally am so touched talking about it. He just paused and he really looked into my eyes, and I heard, I gotcha. And just gentle and calmed right down and understood, he wanted the treats, of course. But he also wanted me to be comfortable. And in that moment, I just felt such a deep connection and felt so blessed. I said to the photographer as we were leaving, all of us soaking wet, just drowned. I'm really sorry. I thought we had a full-blown barn to work in. I didn't realize it was going to be in a stall and that we weren't going to even be able to move or anything. And he just looked at me because, he knew too. And he said, these things have a way of working themselves out. That needed to be that intimate. That needed to be the way it was. That needed to be somewhat forced to have that connection. Because if we had been in a much bigger barn, there would have been an opportunity for even the horses to move away from me and to not have to be forced to be that intimately connected. So, of course, no coincidence. I've got this new camera that's supposed to follow me, but it's not. I don't know what it's following. Oh, there we go. So anyway, I'm going to share the photos. I'm really touched by all of it. I'm touched by the process of healing these inner wounds and checking things off the bucket list, things that I never thought I would do, things that I never thought I would be comfortable doing, opportunities I never thought I was going to get to have. And I kind of want to keep doing this, that little Kelly that's healing some of the stuff. Bring you guys on the journey as part of my vlogging and really allow you to see that each of us can do this. There's opportunities in life to go back and re-experience and recreate those moments and heal. And that's what it was for me. It was a beautiful healing on so many levels. It wasn't just about the relationship with the horse. It was the relationship with myself, of course, trusting the moment, trusting God, trusting that it would flow the way that it was supposed to. We could have all woken up yesterday and said, oh my gosh, it's lightning, it's thundering, let's cancel this. Nope. All of us were just like, let's proceed. It's perfect. Let's just proceed. And knowing that we were probably going to be drowned rats and the pictures may come out horrible and who knows what's going to happen, and just letting it all be God's plan, just trusting the way of it. And that's exactly what happened. I'm really touched and honored. The moments were ones I can't put into words. I think the photos will do that justice. I don't think I need to say much more about it. I shot a video similar to this one when I got home, but I was literally so soaking wet. But I may put some of the outtakes in here because it was pretty funny. I just came home in such a surreal mode of, did that just happen? Did that all just take place? And at that point, I didn't know how the photos were going to come out because, of course, the photographer had to go home and pull them down and look at them and stuff. So I came home just, really grateful for the moment, assuming that there probably weren't going to be that many, if any, great photos that I could actually take. And I was okay with it. So to wake up this morning and have 15 beautiful photos, I mean, you just can't make this stuff up, you guys. And the photographer's a dear friend. He's starting his business, so we are doing a collaboration, and, you know, everything just did itself. And that's the flow of life. Trusting all of this, trusting all of it so intimately without expectations of the outcome. And then just a huge grateful heart and being able to be in the moment fully. Face the fear. Look at the monster under the bed and recognize it's not true. And I'm just really touched and honored that I got to do that yesterday. And like a little kid that I am, I'm just buzzing from it. It was just amazing. And so I'm going to share with you guys, and I can't wait to hear what you guys think. But until next time, much love. I'll try and put some of the outtakes in because again, it is funny how soaking wet we got and how ridiculous we were crammed into this little stall. But it was perfect. Every moment of it. Just like you. Every moment of you is perfect. I see you. I love you. I appreciate you. Until next time.